Oh dear, oh my, I don't like how quickly that clock is approaching midnight. Oh, right. Hello and welcome to another very quickly and rapidly produced Mod of the Month video. Taking a look at the best Morrowind mods released each month, and today we're focusing on September 2021, as we desperately try to get this series just caught up before the new year rings in, and yes, this is pretty much a doomed endeavor. But anyway, September was a relatively modest month, with only 74 new mods getting released, but there were still, as always, some notable high-quality releases, and we'll be taking a look at those here just today. But first, as always, down links and timestamps are just right down below. And with that out of the way, our mod month for September 2021 is none other than Silent Island by Billyfighter. And honestly, this is a fairly obvious pick for the mod of the month. It has been showcased and featured just over and over again extensively here on YouTube since it was released in late September. And for good reason, it's one of the largest dungeon mods to be released in 2021. And more importantly, it's one of the absolute, just most unique dungeon mods to be released for Morrowind, period. With a unique design, story, encounters, and boss battles that are just completely unlike anything that you've seen in a Morrowind mod previously. It really is just an utterly impressive mod, but, let's get back to the details here. Inspired by the Silent Hill series, Silent Island adds a new quest that begins in Dahrk, taking you to a strange and mysterious island, home to pirates and smugglers, loyal to the Sixth House. You're on a quest to find a missing lover, pretending to escort a new prisoner to gain entrance to this island's inner stronghold. Though you could just choose to drop the guys and immediately slaughter everyone. But that's up to you. Once inside, you'll find yourself going through just an array of dungeon-delving adventures, traveling through caverns, underground harbors, battling through ships, tunnels, ancient ruined cities, and just a whole lot more in this utterly massive mod. Though perhaps the biggest eye-catching element of this mod is actually the boss battles, utilizing pyramid heads who are just dangerous foes, and more often than not, you'll be forced to deal with them by utilizing the environment to kill them. And not only is this a classic dungeon mod that gives you adventure of just the highest order, with creepy crawlies, horrific encounters, pirates, and even a ship that you can convert into your own personal player home, if you can actually survive till the end of this mod, but it's arguably just one of the best mods of 2021, and certainly one of the best dungeon mods, period. All of which, of course, just makes it our mod of the month for September 2021. Moving on, our second choice is Dwemer Pavements and Dwemer Lightning Rods by Melchior Dahrk. This is actually two mods, as should be pretty apparent, but they do both just visually update Dwemer Ruins and particularly the exteriors of Dwemer Ruins and Morrowind. The first of which, Dwemer Pavements, provides a unique ground texture around the entrances to Dwemer Ruins, which previously used the cobblestone texture. And now, the paved stones around Dwemer Ruins will actually look like Dwemer paving stones, instead of just, some common imperial cobblestones. After all, it's unlikely that the Dwemer would have used the exact same sort of pavement for their settlements as, the Tamrielic Empire, so that makes a lot of sense. But anyway, the second mod here is, also fairly self-explanatory. Dwemer Lightning Rods takes advantage of the pre-existing lightning rods found on Dwemer Ruins Steam stacks, which may have been used as an additional power source by the Dwemer. Whether they did or didn't, this mod just makes it so that lightning will actually strike Dwemer Ruins during thunderstorms, providing a visual display with a bolt streaking down from the sky to hit the tower's lightning rod, with a visible shock of electricity. Getting too close will obviously be a bit dangerous, but this is just another fantastic visual element to add to your game, and that, combined with OAAB Dwemer Pavements, it makes this just a pretty great choice for the second slot in our Mod of the Month picks. Finally, for our third choice for the Mod of the Month, we have Bonk, the non-lethal stealth takedowns mod for Pacifists by DuskWulf. Another mod that we've actually covered before, Bonk, is a gameplay mod that allows you to take down NPCs and some creatures without actually, killing them, by simply sneaking up behind them and bonking them over the head with your fist or with a blunt weapon, and knocking them out and allowing you to just strip them of weapons and any loot that you might want or need for a quest. Of course, this isn't always guaranteed to work. If someone is wearing a helm, they will have some protection against being knocked out, and if you leave them knocked out, well, they will get back up eventually. Unless you tie them up, of course, though right now this is, merely a fade to black. In addition to blunt weapons, you can also knock out foes by casting damage fatigue spells on them, so even wizards can, just get in on the pacifist action of knocking out an NPC without, actually killing them. And it's worth pointing out that Bonk has quite a few MWC features that can be turned on or off in the mod config menu, including the ability to make it so that in regular fisticuffs combat, when you knock down an NPC, they stay down in a knocked out state, instead of immediately just, getting back up again. This is really just a fairly impressive gameplay addition, ideal not just for thieves, but also for those who want to improve unarmed combat with proper knockouts instead of, having to kill your foes just all the time. As far as I know, this is the only mod of its kind, and just given how well it works in game, that more than makes it our third and final pick for the Mod of the Month. But anyway, that's it for today, so as always, downlinks are just down below, and real quick, before we leave off, I'd just like to thank our patrons, including Ascetic JMac, Area 5 /Symbol Mean, Billyfighter, Kiwi, Cyprinius, Danae, Daliant, Danina, Yame Alcazo Castornau, Julian, Corridor, Nangastir, Macbone, Melchior Dog, Merlord, Michael, Mr. the Joshman, Null Cascade, Old Navy Twidget, Operator Jack, Port Hughes, Poviholo, Raven Talon, Rissalith, Shadow Banish Wine, Shooter, Soka Cat, Stiff Kitten, Telvani with 1,000 nicknames, Two-Time Traumaroot, and Xero Fox. If you'd like to join them, check out our rewards, including early access, behind-the-scenes content, and access to polls to decide what kind of content we showcase. Visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/morrowandmodding. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.